I wouldn't be able to be defeated if I had what, like 14 Templar with me. But it's just that it's just important to leave a couple Templar home. And you really, because if you hesitate and if you're not sure and you're like, oh no, my base is getting attacked, you won't do what you need to do. And what you need to do is go in there before he does churn out stuff. You need to hit the small amounts of things before they're really churned out in a large amount, and you need to take out a couple bases and equalize the amount of damage. Um, and 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 that's what I said. That's why I'm going so in depth, because it isn't as straightforward as other
No, it
matchups and
doesn't.
other strategies. But like I said, if you go for the timing and don't take a fourth, and he just goes for all-out base trade, and he attacks right into the cannons and right into the Psystorm in your main, then how's he, like, if you can make, like, as long as he doesn't kill all your buildings, as long as, like, it's not that kind of base trade, you know, how is he going to turn around and defend with half-dead mutas, but not dead mutas? Because with dead mutas, he can remax with something else at full health. But with half-dead mutas, what, is he going to turn around and eat some more Psystorms? Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
So it's like, even though you're like, he's doing a lot of damage to me, I don't know if I'll be able to kill his base as fast as mine. If you kill his mining bases, like say he had a third and fourth, you kill his third and fourth, so his main's mined out, barely mining as natural, and you turn around and just save your third, because usually they hit your main first with your tech. If you just save your third, there's like, what is he gonna do? Like, you can leave a few more Templar at home. You can probably even leave half your army at home, because his army is so squishy. So as long as you just know these things, it'll be much easier to make the right decisions and really be decisive. Because it's what you need to do. Like, think about a Mutalist player. They know what they're doing. They're gonna harass the shit out of you. Oh shit, too many stalkers? Bounce to another base. Like, I got fast units, let's use them. They know what to do, and so you need to as well. So I
All right.
don't.
Are we got?
Yeah, we can hit up the HUAC.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't think there's much more stuff I can talk about. So let me hit it.
Dude, you went into such depth about cannons. Like, I don't think anyone's ever gone into that much depth. About
No, I mean,
so.
you know, I've watched
don't-
like 150 Day 9 dailies, so
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, so I'm sure I've learned a bunch from him. You know, he's a great guy, does a lot for the community and shit, and taught me so much.
Yeah. Is he online?
Should be. The HUAC is on.
Oh, he's on.
He's on Skype.
Oh. Okay. Well, this should be good. Same map?
Why not? Why not? And if you want, you can review those other replays. They're really just good replays because I scouted it, you know? I scouted the mutas and we're good to go, you know?
I think and that's another thing I have to work on is I like doing those 4-gate pushes and like just transitioning out of it. Like if it like gets shut down pretty easily, and you can transition out of it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Well, so.
don't get me wrong. I think you're behind. Like if they straight up had
Oh,
roaches ready for you, I think you're behind. But once again, any way that you're behind, a couple good army engagements will put it back in your favor or back in even. Yeah.
Well,
And against Zerg, it's way easier because, like I said, it's so ambiguous. Like, if you're not looking, the Zerg has an army that can beat your army. If you're looking, you will beat their army and still have over half your army. Do you know what I mean? Like, it fluctuates that much.
All right.
Okay, where's the Aldrin? We need him.
I want to play the games.
Play the games.
The games. Oh, there's no one in the camera.
I'm texting his booty.
What's up?
I said I'm texting his booty.
Oh. Well, he's not on that Diablo.
Oh, he is?
He isn't. So, I don't know what he's doing. Everyone's on Diablo. What about data? Is he on data?
Who?
Aldrin.
Oh, I don't
Does he have data? Hey, he does, right?
What was the name of the team? It was North Texas that won the CSL, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Not that just as fast in Washington.
Kawaii Chiss. Defeated. Well, yeah, I found out online that a
Right?
high masters was on Harvard
Mm-hmm.
was named Trogdor, and I'm like, I played a Trogdor, and he was favored both times, and he was really
Okay.
high masters, and he fucked me up, honestly.
But yeah, that guy deserved to lose. I mean, honestly, for that, I was pretty indifferent about Kawhi Rice because
Yeah.
I don't know, I just always seen him around. But like after all that, oh, everyone sucks. I'm the best, and then he loses. So it was perfect. It was perfect. Oh, Ben's on.
I see.
He's
Oh
totally,
shit.
he wanted to play.
But about Trogdor, I'm just now messaging the guy, and he says he's the one from Harvard, so that's cool.
Oh, you have him on friends list?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What race is he?
I think Zerg. He
Uh,
really dominated me. He did a passive style, and he shut down my 4-gate whatever, and I made a decent game out of it. But the second game he did
Honestly, I
a
feel
six
like
pool.
Zergs just have become so good at like finding proxy pylons.
I think Zergs suck ass at finding proxy pylons. If
I know.
you
I
actually are
disagree.
patient enough and send out your zealot before you even send out your probe, and then send your zealot to the next tower before the probe gets in range of the next tower, you can absolutely like no one will find it except Jordan Rushing because he's like a G. He makes like 8 lings, and then like I don't know. He goes into seizures, and then all of a sudden, all the lings are checking every single inch of the map. Like I don't know how he
Yeah.
controls so
But
fast.
honestly, that's the whole thing. I mean, the whole that is the lifeblood of the Protoss push. Is if you can't warp in your second round, I mean, how are you going to support your units? I mean, it's actually a pretty simple thing if you think about it. You know, you kill that pylon, their push ends, and the Protoss is behind. So that should be like number one priority, I think. Like for all Zerglings, as long as you just have Zerglings, just constantly, just, there's no reason not to like just check every single inch constantly.
Hmm, hmm.
Because honestly, you're not going to be getting into their base with Lings. You're not. You use Overlord to look for that shit.
Yeah,
Maybe occasionally if it's like something weird with a wall or whatever, but.
yeah. I mean, unless it's like your first 4 lings and they go Nexus first, like me, and you're
Mhm.
a little bit
It'd be kind of funny if we spend an hour talking about this intricacies of, PVZ and then Ben, we end up playing Ben.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll just probably end the Tempest Stormwatch.
Aw, I wanted to play. I wanted to play again.
I mean, the Aldrin is not serving his country right now, or
He's
his
not, he's
Niners,
not,
his nation.
well, he's not a part of the Niner.
Oh, true, but he said he would, text and whatever.
I think I should play Ben. At least do something.
Well, I mean, um,
Let's see, wait.
no, I,
Wait,
I didn't go over
Game,
replay. I
game
taught your
one,
ass
two.
my points. But yeah, no, this can be the end of the Tempest
Oh,
Stormwatch.
shit.
Do what?
No, dude, because before I think I've definitely a better understanding. Because let's talk about, since I'm the newbie here, you're obviously the teacher, you're better than me. Let's talk about what I learned. I would say I definitely think I now have a better grasp of basically how to like I said before, like I would put up like 4 cannons, or I basically had a weird idea of basically how to actually get that starting point to defend, receive those mutalisks
Hmm,
basically.
hmm.
That's probably what was giving me such an issue was that I would get caught off guard, and one, I would probably, because a big part of what I think why, I just don't have the mechanics, like once my push gets shut down, maybe I don't put down my robo fast enough, it comes with mutas, and I scout, I scout it late or whatever, and then I'm just not prepared for it, and I get flustered. But now I know, get that robo, and if you scout it, have 1 or 2 cannons ready, have, you know, split your control groups. I think it's pretty insightful, and especially with the DT plays. I think I was observing your replay, and you got it around third base. When you got your third base, you got the DTs, and it's like you said, it's good for keeping the mutas away and basically buying time. So it's pretty useful information for the future, for
Yeah,
sure.
dude. And I know why you put down 4. You're like, oh, I've seen pros. I
I'm
mean,
just
you
like,
know, you've seen pros. You're like, oh, I've seen pros put down cannons. I know I need to get cannons at some point, you know, and they're used to defend mutas, so I put them down.
yeah.
But it's like, when exactly is the right time? This happens to me all the time. Like, I see pro builds, like even versus Terran. Like, I've been 1-gate expanding for so long, and now that I'm back in Masters, I'm getting fucked up by 2 racks pressures and stuff. I'm really getting dominated. I'm like, what's happening? I go back and watch the pros, and I'm like, oh my god, I've been doing all the macro perfectly, but I forgot like a huge part. They always make a zealot and chrono it, and make a stalker behind it, and they start off with the aggression so that they can scout if they're doing something like a 1-1-1, or if they're expanding, or you can catch, their units on the way to your base, and if you save your stalker, then you have even more time to respond. So yeah.
Uh,
But we'll say this wraps up Tempest Stormwatch. I want the second one to be about that actually. So that's a perfect segue. I want
we'll
it to
actually
be
get some
about
games too.
do what?
We'll actually get some games in too, because
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think the whole thing is, yeah, well, definitely, it's rather than like day 9 analyzing a replay. I think it's cool if we can actually apply, like, well, you can say your, excellent analysis, and then we can actually go into a game and experiment with
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
to see it,
And oh, I love it when Day 9 will pull up a game against
Yeah, but he
nobody.
doesn't do it that
And,
much.
like he does it against not even a computer, nobody, and he just automatically wins. But he doesn't go to the score screen, and he just tests stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
But the next one I think we should do on 2 racks, or 1-gate expand or 2-gate expand, when to use one or the other against PvT, like against Terran. Because some Terrans do 2 racks, sometimes they do 3 racks all in, and I've got a couple things, but it's a little bit fuzzy, and it depends on how I open, like where I put my chrono boost. So I think we'll do that next time, whenever we organize ourselves enough to do this again. And all right, thank you everyone who watched, and thank you Dan for coming up. We will get you to Rise yet for next CSL season.
Rise every day.
Rise and rise again.